Right now, at this very second, the Consumer Performance Index inflation ratio came out. It was expected to be 8.3%. It is actually 8.6%. This is bullish for cryptocurrency. This is bullish for the stock market. And yet, everything just took a big old dump to the downside, which doesn't really come as a surprise. And I think it actually presents an amazing buying opportunity for the markets right now. If you're not currently in a trade, you should be looking to get into one fairly sharpish, because as far as I'm concerned, this is a really good time to be playing the markets. We're starting to experience that volatility again. The volatility is starting to kick back in. So let me explain exactly what is going on with this consumer price index and explain exactly what we're expecting Bitcoin to do in reaction to the consumer price index. So first of all, let's go through this article right here. Breaking: US annual CPI index inflation rises to 8.6% in May versus 8.3% expected. The annual pace of inflation in the USA rose to 8.6% in May, according to the latest consumer price index data released by the US Bureau of Labor Statistics. That was above the expected 8.3%. MOM headline of inflation rate was 1%. Month on month, the headline inflation rate was 1%, well above the expected rise to 0.7% from 0.3% back in April. Market reaction. In response to the hotter than forecast inflation figures, markets saw an immediate hawkish reaction, with the US dollar and US yield spiking, while the US equity index futures rate sensitive assets like gold and crypto came under pressure. I would like to say, in response to that, I think that overall, this is good news. We want to see really inflation continuing to rise. It is important for cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is an inflation hedge. It really probably wouldn't have mattered if it had gone down as well, if it had been like 8% instead of 8.6%, so below what was expected. Bitcoin would still have dumped. It doesn't really matter what would have happened. Bitcoin would have in no situation reacted positively to this news. But I want to point something out to you. Like I explained in the video that I posted probably only 30 minutes, half an hour, something like that ago, whenever I posted it, when this video comes out, Bitcoin did not break out of this support level. We've still not broken below it. If we break below this support level here that currently sits at $29,600, I will be concerned. However, for now, on this chart here, which is the 15-minute chart on Bitfinex, everything is actually looking okay. I would also like to point out to you the current long situation on Bitfinex. So if we go over and open up a Bitfinex longs chart, let's bring it up here. This is Bitfinex longs. And right now, if we look at it over the past 15 minutes, you can see nobody closed any long positions really throughout this period of time. The Bitfinex whale that has got this 90,000 Bitcoin long position open right now has not closed really any of its positions, and in fact continues to increase the size of their positions. Look, the amount of Bitcoin that's being bought up on these dips, they're continually increasing the size of their long position. I would ask you, do you really want to bet against somebody that has got $2.8 billion bet that Bitcoin's price is going to go up? And it is a bet because they're using derivatives. I would also like to point out that right now, everything that I think is happening or will happen is actually happening right now. So if you zoom in on Bitcoin's 1 minute chart, which is something that you should never really do to trade, but it gives you an overall direction analysis of what's happening. So Bitcoin, this is when the news dropped. Of course, Bitcoin's price dropped as well. It always does that. This is, of course, one of the, it's not a fun time to be a crypto trader. But the point is, we are making basically what is a bear flag. If we continue breaking to the downside, it's this level right here. If we lose it, to give you the most accurate figure possible, it would basically be a break below $29,500. Bitcoin loses that support level, $29,500. You'll see all of the bullish stuff on my channel become less bullish, because, to be honest, it is quite important that we hold this resistance support level. Sorry, it's quite important that we hold this support level here. But so long as we're holding it, I am not concerned at all about the future of Bitcoin. I'm quite confident that Bitcoin is okay so long as we hold this support level. If we don't hold this support level, let's have a look at what will happen to Bitcoin. If we don't hold this support level, we will drop all the way down. And so I will short Bitcoin. I'll place a short position at $29,400, and I'll short Bitcoin down to this next support level here around $28,200, and then I'll take profits, and it won't be that bad. Key thing is here, look at how Bitcoin is performing. Compare it to what is going on, for example, on the stock market. If we look at the Dow Jones index since this news came out, the Dow Jones index is dropping significantly. If we look at it again on the 15-minute chart, this is like plummeting pretty hard. But what I would question here is, why are people selling off stocks when stocks, look at the Dow Jones Index over the course of the past, this is the monthly chart. Dow Jones Index always goes up. We can go to the SPX, which is the S&P 500, which is down 2.3% today. It always goes up. And if you look at these dips in history, how long do they actually last? Well, this is quite a long-lasting dip compared to normal. It will bounce again, though, at some point in time. I would suggest that right now is probably one of the best buying opportunities that you're ever going to get in the cryptocurrency market and the traditional markets. I think that right now we're heading for a change. Look at Apple stock. Apple stock always goes up. And yet on the news that inflation is higher than expected, it is going down, which doesn't make any sense. Because although inflation is higher than expected, it doesn't, inflation is not 8.6% anyway. They change the goalposts all the time. Inflation is probably real terms somewhere between 16 and 20%. Look at the price of fuel right now. The price of fuel at my local petrol station is £1.87 per litre. But I put premium fuel in my car, and that means I pay £2.05 per litre. I bought that car 9 months ago, and when I bought that car, it used to be £1.10 a litre. So we've nearly had 100% inflation on fuel throughout the past year, which is insane. So when news like this comes out and I see people panic selling, I go, guys, do you not actually see what's happening here? You need to invest in assets that store value. You need to invest in something like Bitcoin or gold or, tech stocks are not really the best example, but an index fund like the Dow Jones Index, like the S&P 500. These consistently outperform holding cash in a bank. Holding cash in a bank is giving you 1% interest per year. Inflation is 8.6% per year. You're losing 7.6% of your buying power every year by not investing. And this narrative will pick up fairly soon. When this narrative starts picking up again, you're going to see that a lot of people start investing into cryptocurrency space again. You're going to see a lot of people start investing in Bitcoin again. You just need a lot of people to all basically parrot the same phrase, which is Bitcoin is an inflation hedge, which is not something that can be coordinated across the entire cryptocurrency market, nor is it something really that big companies tend to advertise, but it's something that I firmly believe that in the future, Bitcoin will be this great inflationary hedge because Bitcoin has outperformed inflation every year since it's existed. So yeah, let's look at my current open trades and see how they're getting along, because no doubt you guys want to see some blood. So here it is. The first thing being, now my current trade is $5,000 in a loss on phemex. And if we look at my trade open on bybit, you can see here again, $6,000 in a loss, so 10K overall. But to be honest, I'm not concerned at all. I'm intending to leave these positions open. I don't think these are bad positions at all. And to be honest, I may even dollar cost average my entry down a little bit now the price of Bitcoin has dropped. I would also like to point out to you that if you do want to join my trading team, TMG Traders, you'll find a link for it in today's video description. If we give it a quick refresh, how many people are now in TMG Traders trading group? Well, we've got to click on view details right here. You can now see that 26 people. Wow. It'd be great to have you in the group. Please make sure you join it. This is for the World Series of Trading on Bybit. This is a competition. After this competition is completed, I'm going to open up a copy trading application on the Bybit platform. So make sure you join this group. Make sure you sign up on the links in today's video description. There is complete instructions on how to do this. There'll be a tutorial on how to use the exchange very, very soon, coming to my main channel and possibly this one as well. So keep an eye out for that. When it comes to the CPI inflation data, I think the market reaction has been strange, but overall not unexpected. And to be honest, we've not lost support yet, so I maintain my long position. If we lose support, I will close my long position and look for a new entry. And in the meantime, I'll be shorting Bitcoin from $29,400. If you enjoyed today's video, slap a like on it, subscribe to the channel, turn on channel notifications, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.